So good morning you guys, it's the 4th of July and I'm just getting ready because I start my new job today. So if you guys have been following my video, I actually got a part-time job, 25 hours a week in an RSPCA charity shop. So I do need to leave pretty soon because it's coming up to 9:40 and I start 10:45 today. So I've just packed myself a lunch and I've got this water as well. I quickly made myself like a chicken slice roll and I put a bunch of like snacks like crisp and that in my bag. I've got my umbrella because it's quite a miserable rainy day today. I'm doing 4 hours, 4 days a week, and each day I start at a different time, so I'm gonna have to get used to that. And if you're wondering what this is the TV from the living room. It's now temporarily in my room because once again, if you've been watching my videos, you would know that we're having some like redecorating done. If you guys saw my previous vlog, this is literally like the next day, and this is going to be a weekly vlog because I just want to keep you guys updated with this job and stuff, because a lot of you have been asking me to keep you all updated, so I thought I would vlog for you guys. I wanted to do like a get ready with me, but it was very dark. I'm in a rush as well as usual. I'm feeling a little bit nervous, but not too bad. I think it's because I haven't really had a chance to think about it too much because I've been so busy over the past couple of days. There's a bus at 12 minutes past, so I'm gonna try and get that one and hopefully it doesn't make me late. Here's just a really quick overview of my outfit. I'm going to be wearing my night trainers, just the usual black ones. I'm outside now, just walking to the bus stop, and it's actually not that cold. It just looks really gloomy, but hopefully I'm not late. The bus should be here in like 10 minutes. So I walked to my bus stop and that whole road is closed and it's 5 minutes past 10. I've got 40 minutes to get to work. I've just called my sister and said, please can you pick me up?
We will make it 1:45, yes?
Yeah. Thank you. So I'm finally back home. It's been such a long day. I'm so tired. My feet hurt and I have a headache. But yeah, it was such a palaver this morning because I went to go to the bus stop, which the bus should have got me to work just on time, but there was all like roadworks and stuff. Luckily my sister was able to drop me to work, which I was very grateful for. But yeah, I literally got to work probably just on time. It was just mostly me and this other lady today. There was one volunteer who was there for like 2 hours and another lady that was supposed to be there, she called in sick. I was tagging clothes, pricing there, and a few other little bits and bobs, and then eventually I'll learn how to work on the till. And it's because it's just a little store and there's only a few people working there at a time, you're sort of just multitasking throughout the day, just maintaining the shop and all of that kind of stuff. For lunch, my lunch break was only half an hour. I just went to the same coffee shop I had my interview in. I had a mocha and I got them to do it with oat milk instead of normal dairy milk. Tomorrow I start at 9:45 and I think I finish at like 5:45, so it's my longest shift. Then I have Tuesday and Wednesday off and then I'm back on Thursday and Friday. So good morning you guys, hopefully you can actually see me okay. I'm just about to do my makeup really quickly because I've got like 20 minutes before I need to leave out to go to work because I start at 9:45 today, so I start an hour earlier. Luckily whatever roadworks and stuff that was going on yesterday, it was only for yesterday, which is just typical, my first day. So on my way home I was able to get the bus back as normal, and yeah, the roadworks should all be gone now and everything should be back to normal, which is really good. Just wanted to like sort of briefly touch upon my last video that I posted because I made it public yesterday and the response has been Mostly positive so far. I wouldn't really say the other if you're wondering why I'm like standing to the side, it's because I've got mirror doors on my wardrobe, so it's a bit easier to see than looking into this little mirror, so I'm sorry about that. Doing the same makeup I usually always do, so you're not really missing anything. But yeah, so I wouldn't say there was some like negative comments, if that makes sense. I feel like the comments were people who were maybe just a little bit confused or didn't really understand exactly what was going on. And if you're wondering what my previous video was, it was the vlog where I went on a date with James. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it down below in the description. So I feel like I have a couple of points that I just want to quickly bring up, trying to explain myself a bit better, because I feel like I don't do that. It's just because I know a lot of you enjoy my content and you have been watching my videos. Some of you have been watching my videos for a very long time, so before I even got with Charlie, like in 2017. Some of you have been around before then, so for those of you who have been watching my videos since like when I got with Charlie, it must have been a bit of a adjustment for you to sort of get to know him, get used to him, and then you've just, you know, become familiar with him. And then over the past 4 years, he's obviously been in my videos and we've gone places together. I've gone to his house, he's been at my house, and you could see that we shared a couple of like common interests. So you guys came to really like Charlie, and I would get like comments saying that you found him funny or whatever. So I can understand that some of you guys formed like, I don't know how to describe it, like a bit of an attachment really. It's like something you've just become really familiar with. Just to clarify, me and James, we are not like in a relationship. We've just been on 2 dates together. Let me just get my powder because I've got like 15 minutes before I need to head out. Yeah, so I just got a few more things so I can do my makeup and talk to you. So just for a bit of background context, I met James on Tinder. We spoke for like 2 days, and then he asked to go for a coffee. So we started talking on a Friday, went for coffee on a Wednesday, and then after we had coffee, he asked if I wanted to go for dinner with him on Saturday, but then on the Thursday he asked if we could meet on the Friday instead, and I was like, yeah, that's perfectly fine. Offered to take me to Nando's for dinner when I asked him what place do you want to go to, but when we got there, you have to like log into like an online queue. However, it wouldn't let us log in, and some other people waiting outside was having that issue as well. So we walked around like the whole retail park, and then we came back, tried again, didn't work, so we just decided to go to his and have Chinese. So we ordered Chinese and we watched Harry Potter. It got quite late. I think it was probably like 10-11 o'clock, because we did meet up quite late because it was around dinner time, and we met after he had finished work sort of thing, and he came and picked me up as well. So by the time we finished watching the film, it was like 10-11 o'clock and he was gonna drive me home. So I just said to him like, do you mind if I stayed a night? And he was like, no, of course I don't, like it's fine. So he gave me one of his t-shirts to sleep in, he gave me a towel, he had some wipes, face wash and a face cream, so I was able to wash my face. The only thing he didn't have was a toothbrush. In the morning we had a coffee and we went for a walk, and then he dropped me back home. My viewers are a mixture of different ages. Like I do have viewers that I know that are over 50, I have some that are a little bit younger, some viewers that are my age in their 20s, but then I know I also have younger viewers as well, and I feel like the older viewers definitely like understand where I'm coming from, because you know they've had experience with being in a relationship and just more life experience in general, whereas I feel like some of my younger audience who maybe haven't been in like a long-term relationship or you know all of that kind of stuff, they probably don't fully understand like how like a serious relationship sort of works. So I had some comments where I don't think they were negative comments, and by the sounds of it they did sound like sort of youngish anyway, but I just had some people saying like, oh, like poor Charlie, he's probably sad that you've moved on, and apparently because long distance is hard. And the reason why I ended my relationship with him is not because it was long distance. That wasn't the issue. I mean, that was like an annoying factor, but I didn't just break up with him because he lived an hour away from me, if that makes sense. Like there's a lot more to it. I genuinely wasn't happy in that relationship for a long time. I feel like I did mention that in that video as well. I know we got together and we was like in, I don't know, maybe 2021 or something like that was when, I think 20 was when I first got with him, and I'm going to be 24 on Saturday. So we were still, you know, quite young, and I feel like now that I'm going to be 24, I have a better understanding on what I want to do and stuff. Whereas Charlie, I don't really think he knows what he wants to do. He was just dilly-dallying with like a lot of the plans that I had in mind, which was essentially like holding me back with what I wanted to do and all that kind of stuff. Like, for example, I had been saying for ages, you guys know, I've been saying I want to move out, and I spoke about that with Charlie 2 years ago, and still to this day he hadn't saved a single penny towards that. But he just wasn't open to like moving on in life to do like the things that I want to do, like move out and such, and travel and things that you need money for. Like, whenever I tried to talk to him about like the whole house situation, he would just get upset and sulky. It just got to the point where I had to like sit there and realistically be like, this guy isn't gonna change. There's a lot of other things as well, and you know, it's stuff that I probably won't really like share on here. And like I said, I know a lot of you guys really liked Charlie, you really liked seeing him in my videos, and we would often go to like a couple of like nice places and stuff that made quite exciting vlogs. But if you think about how me and Charlie were together for 4 years, and he was in my videos maybe every 4 to 5 videos, maybe a bit more or a bit less, because he lived so far away. We would only meet like once a month. Maybe he was in like every, I don't know, 5 to 6 of my videos or something, depending on how much I was filming, and he was only in there for like a couple of seconds, no more than a couple of minutes, if that, per video. Like, if you go back and watch my Watch For vlog, which was the last video he was in, he was with me for the entire journey, and you only really see a couple of like glimpses of him. Now think about, if I put all of those clips he was in while we were together for 4 years, it's probably not even going to make up 2 hours of screen time. So to you as a viewer, when you see him, you're seeing what I'm putting out there for you to see. I've got to leave out in a minute. There's no hate towards anyone really. They're all generally really nice comments, but I just feel like maybe I didn't explain myself properly, if that makes sense. I'm going to bring in my iPad to work with me, because then at lunchtime when I go and sit in the cafe, I can do a bit of editing, because I think I'm going to have an hour's break today, because yesterday I only had half an hour because it wasn't like a full day. As I was saying, like, you guys don't even know what James looks like. You just know he's 27 and he doesn't live that far from me, and all you really know is that he has tattoos, because I've told you, and you can see them on his arm. There's only like probably about 5 people who actually know like what his face even looks like, and James is absolutely fine with being on camera. The clips that I did get of him, he actually saw that video, the whole video, before any of you guys. I sent him a link to it before it even went public, and he watched it yesterday before I made it public in the evening, and he was completely fine with me filming those clips and all of that kind of stuff. And I could have put him in my previous video, like I could have shown you guys his face and stuff, but it was like my personal choice to not do that. And as well, I'm still getting to know him. I've probably only spent about 24 hours with him so far over those 3 days, and yeah, I know it was quite early from leaving Charlie to then talking with James, but if James had an issue with it, then he could have just said, like, he wouldn't have had to make an effort to go on a second date with me. Enough rambling, I need to head out because my bus is going to be here very soon and I don't fancy being late. There's still a few more things I want to talk to you guys about, or maybe I feel like I've covered most of it in this video. My living room is still a mess, the floor isn't complete yet, but I just wanted to give you an update on the wooden flooring and how it's looking. I almost forgot, but here's a really quick outfit of the day. I've got my shoes on now. I have it with soy milk. Items earlier, so I'm just about to wrap them up and pay for them. I'm so tired. I've just got back in. So good morning you guys, I'm just getting ready to go to work. So this is going to be my third day at this job, and I've still got the TV in my room. The decorating is still going on. We have the flooring down though, it looks really good. So we've got the flooring down in all of the rooms. The flooring isn't complete, and the painting has started in the bathroom as well, but the painting isn't complete yet, but we're getting it. Mum's only off for 1 day a week and I have 3 days off. It's kind of like it's going to take longer, and you can see some parcels back there. I was packing orders yesterday. I'm going to be posting them tomorrow, I think. I think I'm going to meet my sister for coffee tomorrow morning because I kept going on about coffee to her, so she really wants to try a mocha, so we might actually go for coffee tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure, but I also need to go to the post office to send off some parcels. So I have a couple there which I need to put some cookies in, some paw print cookies, because I baked some yesterday, and then behind the TV I've got like a whole bunch of orders, and then I've just got an ASOS parcel there which I need to return because I got some stuff the other day, and there's also some shoes that I need to return as well that I got a little while ago, and I think I'm still able to return them. I think it's like 28 days or something. But yeah, so I just thought I would have a chit chat with you guys as usual while I do my makeup, and I think tomorrow will probably be the last day of this vlog because I just wanted to sort of document my work week and stuff. And yeah, so I feel like the job is going okay. It's not the most exciting job that I've ever done. None of the jobs I've done have been exciting, to be honest with you, which is why I do like having my own business, but the job is okay. I kind of still wish it was 3 days instead of 4, but I do kind of like the idea of starting at this time, because I think today I start like pretty much at 1 o'clock, just before 1, so I feel like it's quite nice to have a sort of chilled, laid back morning, whereas when I start quite early on Sunday and Monday, I feel like it's just, I don't know, I feel like it's just a bit of a rush. So today I feel like I'm pretty much just going to be doing the same thing I was doing the other couple of days, the other 2 days. So it's pretty much just taking in donations from customers, sorting through them, people bringing all sorts of stuff. Honestly, I feel like a lot of people don't actually know what a charity shop is and what you can donate. You can donate all sorts of stuff, from like clothes, kids toys, books, puzzles. You can also donate electronics, things like stuff for the kitchen. There's a lot of stuff you can donate, but a lot of the times people donate stuff that can't be used, so they do essentially get recycled. So we like sort through the stuff, but some people generally just bring in clothes that like cannot be sold, or shoes that are really badly worn out. And there was one lady who came in with a bag filled with like containers, like plastic containers that you'd put in the recycling bin. I do actually have some clothes that I can probably bring into to work with me, because I need to do another declutter, which I have been saying for weeks, but I just haven't had the time. And then with the decorating and stuff going on, I will do it, and I can bring some of the stuff into work, because a lot of the clothes I have are still pretty much in good condition. Some of them still have like the tags on them and stuff, so I feel like that's something that I can do. I now don't have an excuse to not bring my clothes to a charity shop because I work in one. General retail stuff, like going around the store and just making sure everything is clean and tidy, because you know, people pick up clothes and don't put them back properly, and it's only a little store as well. And also with the clothes, you kind of section them into what you can keep to go on the shop floor, or if it's not good enough, it's classed as rags, it gets bagged up, and then it goes downstairs into like the basement, and someone comes and collects that, I think like once a week. There's more clothes that go to rags than the clothes that actually end up on the shop floor. So before the clothes do go on the shop floor, they have to be tagged, and then you have to like write on the labels, so like the prices and stuff. And I've seen quite a few designer items, like I've seen a Ted Baker dress or shirt, can't remember what it was, but some kind of Ted Baker clothing item, and it's like going for like £5-6. Like you can actually find some really good quality stuff in charity shop. And then once the items are tagged and priced, they just go out into the shop floor, and yeah, I've just been learning where things go. It's not rocket science. It does get kind of busy sometimes, especially when people bring in a huge amount of donations at once, like boxes and boxes of stuff like they've just cleaned out their entire house, and it's a bit of a rush having to move the stuff, sort through them, and all that kind of stuff. So it can go from being really quiet to really busy. The only thing I haven't done yet is serve customers. I haven't learned how to use the till yet. The job is okay. It's like I said, it's not the best job. It's not exactly my dream job, if that makes sense. It's only temporary as well. It's just 6 months, but I feel like it's quite nice to sort of get me out of the house. So it is quite nice to, you know, get out. It also gives me an excuse to wear a lot of my new clothes. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to wear any of my summer stuff that I bought off ASOS, simply because summer has disappeared. Like, this is not really the summer I was hoping for. So I have a couple of other things that I want to sort of talk to you guys about. I've made a note and I've put like little tags so I don't go too much off topic. But I just wanted to like give you guys an update on how things are with me and James, because I feel like some of you might want a bit of an update. So I'll give you an overview of pretty much what happened. So just for some context, I think tomorrow will be 2 weeks since I first met Jay. I've only like known him recently. I haven't seen him since last Saturday, so it's been almost a week since I saw him last, and we've only met twice. So last week Wednesday and last week Friday. Right, let me just put these stuff away. I should have started talking to you guys about this while I was doing the base of my makeup. I feel like I have eczema on my hands because every so often start peeling out of nowhere, and I think normally it's because if I touch washing up liquid, I feel like I'm allergic to that. My skin's very sensitive to that, and my fingers will peel for like a week or so. So that's kind of happening at the moment. Like I said, I went on 2 really casual dates with James, and that was the first time I had ever been on like a proper date sort of thing, like to actually go and meet up somewhere. We met in a coffee shop. Well, we actually ended up meeting each other before we got to the coffee shop because of where he parked, and I ended up walking instead of getting a bus because there was traffic. But essentially that was the first time I ever went on like a proper date, you could say. We had still been talking daily. Yesterday, well, he actually sent the voice note like at 12 something AM, but obviously I was sleeping, so I didn't hear it until I woke up yesterday. It was a pretty long voice note actually. It was like 7 minutes long, and to pretty much sum it all up, he said that he didn't want to progress with me, not because he didn't like me, but it was essentially because he still had feelings for his ex. And the thing was, when we actually met the first time, and I sort of like briefly asked him like, when was your last relationship, and he said a couple of weeks ago. Because the thing is with me and James, like from the beginning we have been open and honest with each other. So I did ask him that question, and he said it was a couple of weeks ago, but he didn't really like follow it on from there. So in the back of my mind I thought, okay, I had a feeling that maybe like he hasn't completely like recovered from his ex or something like that. And from the sounds of it, it was kind of like she ended the relationship, or maybe he ended the relationship because it was best. He tried to move on and he didn't expect to ever hear from her again, and then once he sort of heard from her, I guess it sort of confused him a bit, and then he realized that he still has feelings for her. I just got a message from James. Okay, that's fine. So I'll tell you what the message is in a minute. But yeah, so he said he essentially doesn't want to hurt anyone, and he doesn't want to hurt me because he genuinely does really care for me. And he literally just kept on apologizing constantly. I felt like it was really nice for him to send a voice note as well instead of a message, because when you send certain things in a message to people, it can kind of come across the wrong way. And I'm someone that benefits more if I'm hearing someone's voice, or if I like see them face to face in person, then I can actually like visually see how they are towards me, if that makes sense. Really good at picking up on body language and facial expressions. I do take note of that, and you could just kind of tell in his voice like how sorry he was and how bad he felt about it. And at the end of the voice note, like, he did say he would be more than happy to sort of meet me in person to talk about it. So every time we did meet, it was like his idea, it was like his plans. I just sort of went, okay, like that's fine, if that's what you want to do, then fair enough, like that's fine by me. Like he's someone that would rather like see you in person than talk over the phone or talk over a message. And so, like I said, when you're in person with someone, you can sort of hear their voice, you can pick up on their body language and all of that kind of stuff. It's like you can't really do that over a message. But James said if it was under different circumstances, then he would love to have like progressed with me. But I feel like we were still at the stage where it's like I don't even know if I would have gotten with him. He ticks a lot of boxes, and he's genuinely a really nice guy. Maybe the way I'm describing him now after what's just happened, he might not sound like a nice guy, but I can't open my mascara because I just put cream on my hand. There's a few important points that I do want to quickly mention before I need to head out. But we met on Tinder. If you don't know how that works, you can't just message someone, you have to like match with that person before you can send them a message. So you have to swipe, so you can swipe left and swipe right. So swiping left is like no, and then swiping right is like yes, and then you have to match with someone to be able to message them. And I really didn't think that he was going to enjoy talking to me at all. So then when he originally said like, do you want to go on a date, I was like what? I was saying to my friend Abby, like, I'm gonna meet him and he's gonna absolutely hate me. When he asked me on a date, he wasn't sure if I was gonna be real or if I was gonna be a catfish. So he was like, when I actually saw you in person, I was like, oh my god, thank god she's actually real. And these are just some gloves for work, by the way, because there's a lot of stuff that you have to sort through and touch with these donations that people are bringing in, and my hands get so dirty and so grubby. And last time I only bought in one pair of gloves and they ripped. And yesterday he did share his genuine opinion of me, and it was actually quite nice, to be fair. Camera's getting quite hot, so it's probably going to turn off. So I can talk to you guys a bit more because I don't have to rush out to leave just yet. I've got like a little bit more time before I need to leave out. So I just want to try and make sure like I'm getting my points across. Like I said, we are going to meet tomorrow. He said I didn't have to meet him, and like I said, I've been going back and forth about this like constantly in my head, thinking, is it a good idea, is it not a good idea? And I feel like the reason why I think it is a good idea is because like I'm kind of on the same page as he. When something doesn't really work out with someone, I feel like a lot of people just tend to just block each other and just go their separate ways and just like completely forget about it, sort of thing. But I feel like in this situation and how I am as a person and how he is as a person, we can actually like talk to each other like adults. Like we still hardly know each other and we don't really owe each other anything. I'm not entirely sure what time we're gonna meet. It's gonna probably be in the evening because obviously I'm working tomorrow, but I will update you on how that actually goes. And I feel like I'm not nervous about meeting him. Like I don't find it awkward meeting him because like I said, I've only ever seen him like as a friend, if that makes sense. And yeah, I'm just about to get my shoes on. My birthday's on Saturday. I don't think I'm going to be doing anything for my birthday, so I probably won't vlog it. I think I might have said in my last video, or I think I might have said in one of my previous videos, that I would like do like a birthday vlog if I happen to like do anything. I don't mind too much if I don't end up celebrating it this year, which I probably won't. I really need to stop rambling, and I've almost filled up my my SD card as well because there's 24 minutes on here. I'm just checking my bus times because I really need to leave because there's a bus at 11 past, which I'm not going to make it in time for that bus at all. Oh, so the next one is quite far away actually, so I don't think I'm going to make this one. But anyways, I need to head out, and I will catch up with you guys probably at the end of work or something. So yeah, I'll speak to you then. I do, yeah. How did you know? I saw it. Oh, yeah, I do. Vlogger, so I do like lifestyle animal videos. It's so nice. I'm just on my way home. I had a really good day at work. I was kind of dreading it, but it was actually really good, and I preferred it a lot more to Sunday and Monday because there were different people, different manager, and honestly they're so nice, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to work tomorrow. So today I was mostly on the till, so that was my first ever time on the till, and it wasn't as bad as I thought. I think I might be doing the same tomorrow, I'm not too sure, but I actually got to finish at 5 instead of 5:45, which is really good. Oh, and the coffee shop that I go to every day, I actually know my order now because I always get the same thing, and one of the girls actually recognized me from YouTube, which is crazy because I've only got a small channel, but they're honestly so nice in that coffee shop, and the coffee is so good, and it's just a really nice shop as well, so I love going there every day on my lunch break. So I'm just about to start packing the last of these orders. I've got to put some paw print cookies in these orders and also print out the labels. So I packaged these up yesterday. I'm just about to start doing my makeup. I actually start work in just over an hour, but I think my sister might be taking me to work today, and it doesn't actually take that long to get to my work. When you're in a car, it's like probably about 15 minutes, if that. We were supposed to be going to the post office, but I don't really know if we're gonna have time to do that today. I'm not entirely sure, but hopefully I can do today because I don't really want to go post office tomorrow because it's my birthday. I want to get these orders out as soon as possible, but I temporarily closed my shop because I've been so busy, and it's just kind of awkward to sort of deal with orders at the moment, and I've got to restock a lot of stuff, and I just haven't had the time to really do that. Probably once the redecorating has finished and stuff, then I'll have a bit more free time to sort of work on like making chews, making treats, packaging up stuff and all of that, because it is actually quite a lot of work. It's not just packing orders. I've got to like actually have stock ready and all of that kind of stuff. There's a lot that goes into it. So today after work I'm going to be meeting with James. We'll probably just talk for like I don't know, 20-30 minutes, if that. Probably. I listened back to one of the voice notes he sent me yesterday, and he did say, well, actually it wasn't yesterday, it was like the day before yesterday, he did say that he couldn't be any more than friends with me, so I guess that essentially means he could say friends with me. I don't know, I have no idea. We'll just have to sort that out later on. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly do the rest of my makeup, and I'll probably talk to you guys once I'm done. So it's getting a bit dark, and it actually looks like it's about to rain. It's supposed to be summer, and every day has just been so cloudy. I think it's supposed to be like 20 degrees today, but there's no blue skies or anything. It's just one of those sort of cloudy, somewhat warm days, but it's getting dark, so I've just popped my umbrella in my bag just in case. Amazon parcel, pretty much something for my business, and I ordered some more of this hair removal cream. That is pretty much it. That's in this parcel. Thank you, mate. So I'm just walking home. James is on his way to meet me now. He's only like 20 minutes away from me. If there's traffic, maybe 30 minutes. So I'm just going to quickly go home. Well, I'm almost home now. I'm going to grab something quick to eat and get a drink, and then I'll be able to go out and meet him and just have a chat for a little bit. Right, so I've just got back home. I think I was with James for like an hour. It honestly went so quick. It didn't feel like an hour. And what's really sweet is he actually made me a birthday card. I really do appreciate that. Once the decorators have finished decorating the flat, I'll be able to clean out Bluebell's cage, and I'll have some hamster videos coming to do with that. I'll see you in my next vlog.